police have tapped the phone of Quell, who is the friend of Chrisean, a very close friend of Chrisean's, a friend that would do anything for her. He is gang related from what is being stated in the streets, and the police have viewed him as a #1 suspect besides Chrisean. I do feel that Chrisean is a suspect, but until they have further proof or evidence that she is involved, there's not much that they can do until the mother has not spoken out much. But it doesn't mean that she's not here for the subliminals. When Ronnie was taken, she made a post that said, "Y'all really unalived my son." And not only that, she put up a post of Ronnie and she was playing Jaden Alexis's song. What do you feel like that means?
Lately, things have been getting real messy between Chrisean Rock and Zeus Network CEO Lemuel Plummer. Rihan's been out here saying Lem owes her money and even tossing around threats toward him. But now, the talk on the block is that Lemuel's had enough. He's ready to spill everything and expose Chrisean for allegedly being connected to the tragic situation involving her ex, Ronnie Doe. Let's rewind to where this whole chaos began. On February 3rd, 2025, around 7:10 p.m., officers rushed to a call about multiple gunshots in southern Maryland. When they arrived, they found a man lying in front of a home in the 1700 block, suffering from a gunshot wound. Emergency teams tried to save him, rushing him to the University of Maryland in Baltimore, but sadly, he didn't make it. The victim was identified as 24-year-old Karan Ronnie Mackay from Severn, Maryland.
I can't speak on it, but if I was to speak on it, it don't look too good for certain people that we know. So I'm not gonna speak on it. Like,
well, because it's just all, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm not the police, but I'll just leave it at that. Well, I'll say a little bit. He ran up on Chrisean when she was out in public.
He did, and then he had a paternity test coming up or something.
And then it was all online.
And then it was pow, pow, pow. No paternity test.
That's when the Anne Arundel County Police Homicide Unit took over the case. Detectives and evidence teams hit the scene immediately, collecting anything they could find. Witnesses were questioned, and bits of the story started coming together. Early findings showed this wasn't some random shooting. It looked personal. Someone clearly had their sights set on Ronnie. One witness told officers they saw a suspicious car creeping through the neighborhood earlier that day, almost like the suspect was scouting the area. Another witness said Ronnie was completely alone when it happened, meaning whoever did this had been watching, waiting for the exact right time to strike. That's chilling. Now here's where things get strange. Police haven't shared any official details about the car, even though everyone knows it wasn't a walk-up attack. It came from a moving vehicle. People are starting to think some witnesses might be too scared to talk, keeping secrets out of fear. Those who did speak up claimed there were multiple people inside that car, but not a single one has been identified, and the police haven't given any updates or new leads yet. What's really going on behind the scenes? Right now, the case is still cold. No arrests, no justice, and the people behind Ronnie's shooting are still walking free. Police claim they've gotten a few tips, but they're keeping quiet until the investigation wraps up. A lot of folks think the cops aren't doing enough, but that might not be the full story.
Hi, this is Alex. How can I help you?
Hi, Alex. I'm actually calling to check the status of a case.
Thank you for calling Tara. This is Alex. How can I help you?
Hi, Alex. I'm actually calling to check the status of a case number, actually to authenticate it, a DNA non-invasive prenatal paternity test case number.
Yeah, what's the case number I can help you out with?
The case number is 382-1221.
Can you confirm the patient's name and date of birth?
Yes, Chrisean Malone.
That's not what pops up for me.
I mean, the mother is Chrisean Malone. Do you need the date of birth as well?
Yeah, the case number you gave me didn't match that patient.
So, case number 3821221 does not match a Chrisean Eugene Malone, born on March the 14th, 2000.
No.
What about a Jonathan Porter?
No, that may not be the case file ID that's associated with a case. Is it a new case?
No, this is a case from 2023. Are you basically saying that this is a real case number, but not the actual mother and father?
Yeah, it's not matching any of the names that you're giving me.
Was a blood sample taken on 5/4/2023?
No. Completely different year, actually.
Word is, investigators have been secretly tapping the phone of a key suspect named Quell, and this guy isn't just anybody. He's a close friend of Chrisean Rock and has a serious reputation in the streets. Police believe he might be connected, especially since he's allegedly tied to gang activity. Quell's already been questioned multiple times and even pulled in for interrogation, but apparently he didn't spill much. Not long after, he posted a video online swearing up and down that he had nothing to do with Ronnie's death. In the clip, he said the internet made him a target and that detectives even showed up at his grandmother's house. He claimed they just wanted to talk, not arrest him, but he felt harassed and watched. Still, through the whole rant, he stood firm, saying he was being unfairly dragged into drama stirred up by social media. Now, people can't ignore the fact that Quell's been tight with Chrisean Rock's family for years. He's got a record and has been in and out of trouble before. But here's what's strange. He keeps blaming content creators for making him a suspect, yet it doesn't really add up. If online rumors were enough to make police tap his phone and bring him in more than once, why haven't they done the same to Chrisean, the person many think is really involved? That's the question everyone's asking. A growing number of people are convinced Chrisean might have played some role in Ronnie's passing, or at least knows more than she's saying. And let's be real, police don't just focus on someone like Quell for no reason. Something deeper is definitely going on here. Ronnie's mother hasn't spoken publicly since the funeral, but she did make one emotional post online. "Y'all really unloved my son," she wrote, sharing a video of herself listening to Jaden Alexis's song, a track everyone knows is linked to Chrisean's biggest rival. The tension behind that post said it all. That whole situation is beyond suspicious. It's screaming that something's not right. Back in December 2024, Ronnie ran into Chrisean at the mall when she was with Junior. He just wanted to talk and hand her legal papers for a DNA test, but things quickly went left. Chrisean ended up calling the cops, claiming she didn't even know him. This happened just weeks before Ronnie's tragic passing, which makes everything sound way too coincidental. After his death, a GoFundMe was created to help cover his funeral costs, and it reached around $16,000. But here's what had people talking. Chrisean didn't donate a single dollar and didn't even show up at the funeral. That silence spoke louder than words. When someone avoids a funeral like that, people can't help but wonder if there's guilt or maybe just cold regard. Online, folks have been piecing things together and coming up with theories about why Chrisean might have wanted Ronnie out of the picture. The biggest one? She didn't want the truth about her child's paternity to come out. She was desperate to keep the world believing that Blueface was the father, especially for their reality show Crazy in Love. On that show, Chrisean even flashed a supposed DNA test claiming Blueface was confirmed as the dad. But when people started digging deeper, things didn't add up. The case number on that document didn't match either of their names. Investigators reached out to the testing center, and a recorded call confirmed the case number was real, but it actually belonged to another couple completely unrelated to them. That means the so-called DNA proof shown on TV was doctored. Now, it's possible Chrisean didn't personally fake the document. Some say the Zeus Network could have been behind it, trying to protect their storyline and keep those ratings up. Still, if that DNA test was fake, then Blueface isn't the father, which only leaves one real possibility. Ronnie. He had already started the legal process to get an official DNA order through the courts before he passed. And suddenly, he's gone. That timing doesn't sit right at all. Even Chrisean's own sister, Taki, confirmed that a DNA test with Ronnie was scheduled but never happened. That can't just be coincidence. That right there raises a huge red flag. Why can't she just speak on it openly? Chrisean's been posting some eerie, cryptic messages lately, saying things like, "Everyone that think they can speak on my son always lose their life." Then she added, "I wonder why they keep going when they see the end result of trying to harm me for your personal gain. First, it was his daddy. Look at him, he's been locked up for 2 years now. Our son was 6 to 7 months when his dad lost his freedom. Then it was my ex-boyfriend, K-Ron. Unfortunately, that person died." Those words sent chills down people's spines. Statements like that don't just sound defensive, they sound almost threatening. Fans and critics alike are saying it's strange how every man linked to her seems to either lose his freedom or his life. Something just doesn't add up here. And here's where it gets even wilder. Remember how Zeus Network allegedly helped fake that DNA test? Well, that means Lemuel Plummer, the CEO, might have known way more than he's been letting on. Word just dropped that he's finally ready to expose everything, every secret, every lie, allegedly. That could blow this whole situation wide open. On top of that, talk show host Steve Wilkos has reportedly stepped in to look deeper into the paternity mess. But now Rihan's backing out of the process. That move alone got people side-eyeing the whole situation. Why back out if everything's supposed to be legit? Meanwhile, social media's on fire with opinions. One person commented, "Paternity by the courts is very necessary. Someone lost their life just trying to get a DNA test. Jonathan should be cautious. The child deserves it, and all families involved deserve it." Another chimed in, "Ronnie Doe left every single digital footprint. Every breadcrumb leads back to Rihan being the one who wanted to delete him and did delete him." Someone else wrote, "It's horrible to take someone's life just to hold on to a man. She's pitiful. And Quell is just as slow as Rihan. He can't even hide his guilt." So now the big question hanging in the air is, do people really believe Rihan might have had something to do with Ronnie's death? Or at least knew it was coming and kept quiet? Because the way this story is unraveling, it's getting darker by the minute. Now that all eyes are on Rihan, the internet is heating up even more. People are digging deep, trying to connect every little clue. And honestly, it's starting to look like a full-blown storm is about to hit. Rumors are flying that new evidence might be surfacing soon, and it could finally reveal who's really responsible for Ronnie's death. Sources close to the investigation are whispering that police might have uncovered deleted messages between Rihan and someone linked to the same car seen at the crime scene. If that's true, things are about to explode. Everyone online has been waiting for a break in this case, and this could be the one that changes everything.
But here's the crazy part. While the internet is dissecting every post, Rihan's been acting unbothered, still posting flashy videos, promoting projects, and pretending nothing's wrong. That confidence has people torn. Some think she's innocent and refusing to let the hate get to her, while others believe it's arrogance, like she thinks she's untouchable. Either way, her every move's being watched, and it's adding fuel to the drama. Insiders say Lemuel Plummer's silence might not last much longer either. He's allegedly preparing to drop exclusive footage from behind the scenes of Chrisean Love that could expose how far certain people went to protect the show's image. If he actually drops that footage, things could get messy for a lot of folks involved. Meanwhile, Blueface hasn't said much publicly, but fans think he's distancing himself on purpose. His recent posts about truth always coming to light and karma never missing a target have everyone wondering if he's trying to say something without saying it directly. That's got social media running wild with theories. Even Ronnie's close friends have started speaking up more, hinting that he might have told them about threats before his death. If that's real, then someone knew he was in danger and nobody stopped it. It's heartbreaking and suspicious. Now, people are calling for justice harder than ever. Comment sections are flooded with messages like, "We just want answers," and "If she had nothing to hide, she'd tell the truth already." The pressure is building, and the walls around this story are closing in fast. Because if those new messages, that unseen footage, and those witness statements all line up, the truth about what really happened to Ronnie could finally come crashing out in the open. And when it does, it's gonna shake everything. Just when everyone thought this story couldn't get any wilder, boom, a new twist drops that's got everyone talking again. Word is, one of Ronnie's closest friends just came forward with screenshots of messages that might completely shift the case. These texts allegedly show that Ronnie felt he was being followed in the days leading up to his death. He even mentioned a dark SUV that kept showing up near his neighborhood. That's way too specific to ignore.
Fans are connecting those messages to the same mysterious vehicle witnesses said was seen at the crime scene. If that's true, this could be the biggest break yet. People are demanding police take another look, saying it's no coincidence that Ronnie's fears match what witnesses described. Meanwhile, Rehan's been going on live streams trying to clear her name, but instead of calming things down, she's only making it worse. During one of her recent lives, she snapped at viewers asking about Ronnie, yelling that people need to stop speaking on situations they don't understand. But instead of sympathy, the comment section went off. Folks were calling her defensive, cold, and fake. Every outburst just makes her look guiltier in the eyes of the public. And it's not just social media tearing her apart. Entertainment bloggers are eating this story up. Multiple outlets are claiming that Zeus Network executives are distancing themselves from Rehan behind the scenes, fearing that the ongoing drama could ruin upcoming projects. Some insiders say certain contracts might even be on pause until all this blows over. That's a big deal in Hollywood terms. Then there's the bombshell rumor that a private investigator, allegedly hired by Ronnie's family, is digging deeper into Rehan's financial records and phone logs. Supposedly, there are suspicious cash transfers from the same week Ronnie passed. Nothing's confirmed yet, but if any of that turns out to be true, it could flip this whole situation upside down. At the same time, Blueface's mom reportedly posted a cryptic message of her own, writing, "The truth don't stay buried forever." People instantly linked it to the case, believing she was throwing shade directly at Rehan. The tension is thick, and every day it feels like a new layer of secrets gets peeled back. Now, everyone's just waiting for the next update, because if the screenshots, the cash trail, and that dark SUV all tie together, this story might finally reveal who really wanted Ronnie gone. And when it does, it's gonna shake everything. Just when people thought they'd heard it all, another shocking details come out that's shaking the internet to its core. According to fresh whispers online, detectives might be zeroing in on a new person of interest, someone connected to both Rehan and Quell. The rumor says this mystery figure used to work on set during the filming of Crazy in Love. If that's true, it means someone from inside the production circle could have known way more than they let on. That changes everything. Social media's in full-blown chaos mode right now. Hashtags about Ronnie's case are trending again, and everyone's digging through old interviews, clips, and behind-the-scenes footage looking for clues. One video resurfaced showing Rehan arguing with someone off camera, and fans swear the voice sounds exactly like Quell's. People are zooming in, enhancing the audio, trying to prove it's him. The fact that this clip came from a Zeus shoot just adds more fuel to the fire. Meanwhile, Rehan's silence is getting louder by the day. Her posts are short and shady, full of quotes like, "Loyalty can't be faked," and "They'll regret playing with me." Every caption feels like a jab at somebody, and nobody knows who she's aiming at. But one thing's for sure, she's not backing down. Sources claim the private investigator hired by Ronnie's family has already shared early findings with the authorities, and apparently they're very interested in what they found. Word is, there might be proof that certain phone calls between Rehan and that unknown third person happened just hours before Ronnie was shot. If that's verified, that's a game changer. And get this, one of Ronnie's old friends dropped a voice note online saying, "He told me straight up he didn't trust the people he'd been around lately. Said he felt like somebody was setting him up." That sent chills through everyone listening. It's like all his warnings were ignored until it was too late. Now people online are demanding that Zeus Network and Lemuel Plummer come forward with everything they know. They're saying the truth can't stay buried forever, especially with new leaks dropping every week. Fans are convinced we're getting closer to finding out who really played a role in what happened to Ronnie. Because at this point, too many coincidences are piling up, and once the dots fully connect, it won't just be another rumor. It'll be a scandal that shakes the whole entertainment world.